In the bottom left, playing Greenfinger, we have Mr.Cat versus Poker Brat, aka ttam, playing Tenri. Tenri is not a commander we've seen much in this round of the tournament. We've been seeing a lot of Greenfinger actually. But Tenri actually I think is pretty good. I'm very curious to see how she does forms for the rest of this. Because she is one of those commanders that can really just pull a win out of a hat. And yeah, they're both doing the kind of more optimal sword opening here, where Skip getting as much income, but this stays live. Ooh, actually this is a slight misplay here. ttam's going to be able to get a free hit on this mage with a sword. That's exactly what he's going to go for, and that's a big gold advantage. But the mage can walk back and heal. So it isn't the end of the world. It is just like a bit of a gold deficit, however, at the start. And that's going to delay things like getting area units out. You're not going to see a dragon come out now. Like that happening. ttam's going to just push this advantage. We're going to see the knight do the crit. Mage do the follow-up. And actually, this mage being in this position is going to hurt because the sword could technically run up and hit the mage again. I don't know if it's the best idea. If it had been healed, it probably would have been worth it because you're getting like 400 gold out of just throwing a sword away. But keeping it alive is also incredibly useful because that's more gold. That's more unit count that you get to keep on. I like this. Uses the sword as a bait with the knight, so fear can punish down to it. Damn, this knight's been really aggressive. Oh, but Mr.Cat gets the dragon out. And that's going to be huge. The knight has to run. The mage has to cover the knight as well. And yeah, the mage is just going to move into a position where it can reach the knight. Fairly safe, and yeah, we see dragon from ttam. So they're basically doing mirrored openings for the most part. So ttam definitely has more stuff in the center, whereas Mr.Cat has more stuff around the sides. Damages the dragon to injure the village. Oh, we see ballista come out. And that actually that's pretty useful because it will mean that you can kind of slowly zone the dragon out, and you can get a ballista into a position where it can like threaten the stronghold, or at least the units in front of it. Poker Brat, he's going to be pretty safe. ttam, going to keep the dragon in a kind of more central position, and this is what you really want to be doing with dragons. They threaten such a big area that not necessarily being active and killing units with them is the best play, but oh, gets the hit on the dragon. That's not good. Not good at all. That's a slight misplay with the ooh, wow, that's a big surround. And Mr.Cat actually putting a big advantage here. There is like a slight optimization. If you hit this sword with this dog first, and then you can crit the other one for free, that just reduces the overall damage taken. But yeah, ttam has to do something here, otherwise the commander is very dead. And I think Tenri is going to be able to get out safely. Ooh, that's very risky. Oh, but the dragon comes in and hits Greenfinger. But what is this going to look like? Going into the next couple turns. Alright, we get the heal on Greenfinger. Ooh, doesn't kill the sword. 1% health. Oh, that's rough. That probably would have been lethal if that had killed that sword. And this is why things like witch X's are a wonderful thing. Alright. This knight putting in a lot of work on this side. And put a bit of damage. Ooh, big hex. Oh, not big hex. Big mage heal down. ttam's going to be able to push the center position, is winning up on this front. That won't last, however, because, you know, a spear's going to come up and deal with this knight. Gonna shove that back, like a second spear could come out, honestly. Alright, we're gonna see these villages get used to generate some money. That dragon, I think, is in range of down here. So, could very well see a spear go down for free. Oh, and I think Tenri can just yoink this dragon. Yup. So that's a very dead dragon. But that is Tenri Groove being used. Oh, this is pretty nasty though. Oh, especially with the thief follow-up. Damn. ttam putting in work here. And this formation is so difficult to break, even with like a ballista. Double archer on mountain. I don't know how Mr.Cat is going to do this. Like, brings the ballista to like the kind of center position, but it is stuck here, so it'll be kind of trapped for the moment. Oh, actually, he could just, yeah, he can just yoink the dragon back. And these vines are going to be durable enough that, yeah, the dragon is very dead. So, dragon for dragon, although it is like going to take a little bit longer for Greenfinger's groove to kick in. And while that's happening, ttam has such a big advantage as far as how much of the map he's controlling. Oh my god, this is such a huge force here. And yeah, like he's gonna get a free hit on this dragon with the mage. Obviously very nice, but we'll have its limits, okay. But you know, Mr.Cat, actually this is a pretty good turn so far. Gonna do quite a bit of damage. Heals up the ballista and the sword. I like this. Pulls the knight back to get it ready to do a crit. I don't know about this steal because it's just going to die to the dragon. It will tie up the dragon for a little bit, but obviously at this point, like, that's just completely worth going for. And the dragon actually is just going to be able to escape. It can just fly out that village that is no longer captured. And yeah, oh, even flies over and kills a mage, and the knight gets through, hits the ballista. And one of the big strengths about ballista is like being able to pick stuff up from range. When everything's on top of your army like this, like it loses quite a bit of value. And ttam's just going all in. This is terrifying. Oh, the ballista crit. Oh no, archer crit picks off the dragon. I think ballista crit hit that deer over there. Ooh, Greenfinger is getting close to groove again. I mean, the vines are doing something, but I don't think it's enough. Well, actually, I guess you kind of need to keep the sword here because otherwise the dogs are going to get through and kill your archer. But they're probably just going to do that anyway. And Greenfinger is about to find himself very surrounded. Ooh, Tenri goes deep, but she can. There is not really enough to defend. And threaten to kill Tenri for doing that. And this dragon is going to be able to... Actually, it's going to threaten to decapture the barracks. And yeah, ttam's at this point, he's done so much damage to the army. Got about 12 minutes left on the clock. So, even despite... Oh yeah, and we're just seeing Mr.Cat tap out. Gets an unfortunate roll earlier in the game. If that sword had killed the enemy sword, although it was a roll, but yeah, if that had killed, then I think the game actually would have been over. Greenfinger plus the dragon would have killed Tenri. Doesn't work out, and we see ttam just play very safely and securely from that point.